Ihe ije na-ekpe n'ụwa. Go ahead.
I'm going to put on a 15 years.
Hey.
Yes, I do. Nimenga. Ihe wa na somebody's Zugoshi. Probably no onye Zugoshi nwa big man. Sa akpọpụta nwa wee wachie the nwa big man.
Because
tap.
Obaramaya.
Seriously, no woman. And I said, no, I want. But this and I said, no, I because the point of honor is look carry the guy in the but to call you no one. Gabu Shiade. Yeah, comment the well known and got 15 years in the bar chief for Makia. I said, no, go.
Wow.
I said, no, go. The chief for Makia. Before one potassium in the bar, Isha Bakana or some the guy.
Yeah, which him.
Azi. In them. But they do honor down.
Ejoku.
That honor to character.
Honor down, Yoshike or Oshi Agarike and Gabachatan. Honor down, most of people know in Ghana all those things. Yes.
No witness of Colonia Gabia, boy, she had an echo.
Indeed.
Echoes who that's why I had you well on the hammer today.
Yes. Okay, can you put on a marriage? Can you put on a dinner? A couple of people now suspect Ndudiha. Some now suspect Ndumunya. Mana ha na-eshi imi na ana. Ịma ihe na-eme omume. Mana enwe ihe ha na-ahụ. Ha na-eshi imi na ana. I'm going to talk about this on the radio by Friday. Ha na-eshi imi na ana is snoop. Ka ha mara onye ha na di ha na-aye. Onye ha na nwunye ha na-aye. Nwunye ha jere ahịa ha eti sofe so wie n'azụ. Ụfọdụ uji ọkada enwere nke na-abịa na shop anyị eri nri mgba na Jos. Die fo ha ere na osoro ọkada so die. Na-eso die n'azụ shi ọkada nya sowe moto. Ọ mara ibe ọ na-aga. Nwoke mmadụ nwe okpuru na-agara onwe ya ahịa. Hey, women onye nwaanyị egbu aja akwa na anwụ. Onye nwaanyị egbu were dị gba na ndụ ya akatọ agara ogologo ka m na-agwa gị ihe na ọkwa nwoke mmadụ jewere ahịa nwata nwaanyị eweta ọkada nwata nwaanyị ewere ọkada shi ọkada sowe moto nya afụ nakwa n'anya gị were aka o shi eso die ya wee ruo otu echi amam ihe ha na-akọ wite mma anyị mgba Mai wee nụ na ọ na-eji ọkada eso die ma ọ bụ na die gawa ahịa. Amamụ ma ọkada ya dara ada shere one ka edete nshi mee wee gbafuo. Mai wee shi ya inwu jekwen. Ije anwụ. Because ere na ịkpọrọ di gị mkpa ọfụ ahịa isobiye n'azụ. Ije anwụ. Maka na ihe na ị na ha akwa nwoke na ya jee mewe ada onya n'obi ime. Eshi o mewere ihe ha. Ishi mgbaka abalị mgbe anyị ka na-arụ obe anya do nwoke mmadụ wee kpọbata onye dị ya mma ibejie anya m eziokwu ka na-agwa gị so a lot of eziokwu ka na-agwa gị so some people are suspecting their partners but they do not even have evidences. And the guy will be swearing, the girl will be swearing, I swear to God, onwe ihe jikọrọ mụ na onye na onwere ike ọ bụrụ na social media ịmago na hi love nke na-esere nwanne m nwaanyị nwe na die na suspect na onwere nye onye ya na ya na ayi because of all these pet names a na-enye mmadụ na social media. Ọkwana ya ka o ji awo mụ na gị na ha ama ọ bụ ha na-enwe ihe jikọrọ mụ na gị ma ashịghị biko mana enyenekwe m pet name. Enwekwa onye mụ na ya bụ onwekwe di nna anụ kama na enyene m nnọọ pet name ma amara mgbe m yawara you know, my way I swear to God, and so, you know, all these pet names of hi love, hey honey, hey sweetheart, ihe na mmadụ na ibie na-eme n'ọfịs, my love. Eraka nwanne m nwaanyị isi eji baa n'ọba ekere dị. Ya na-aṅụ I swear to God, ọ kwaruo ha. The entire sugar in my tea, mosquito in my net, cockroach in my cupboard, nke avụọ. Anana ashi na anụ ehe. Ishi na enu eyi, maka nnu na nwunye na-agba n'iro. Ere one na ọ kwụrụ chat ya na nwoke ebe ha na-eme lovi. Nwa okpuru shi na onweghị onye ya na ya na-ayị kama na o nwere ndị ọfịs ya ha ncha na-akpọkarịta onwe ha pet names. Moshe ijebekwa aba uru. Aha gị ijebekwa aza aha gị. Zadewe pet name. Ịma na ụmụ nwoke na jealousy gbara ndụ n'ụwa. Ndị ere ishi emekwenu very careless mistake. Even though it was nothing, but enwere ndị ji ekpọrọ something. Ịghọtago? Enwere ndị ji ekpọrọ something. It's actually nothing, but enwere ndị ji ekpọrọ something. And that's why when you come to my inbox or you book a session with me to speak with me, I regulate it. I restrict you to calling my name. I tell you, my name is Ozzy Ejiofor, so that you can choose the one you want to call, either Ozzy or Christiana or Ijele or Ejiofor, anyone you want to call. Aside that, I am very careful with pet names so that I swear to God, you know what I'm saying?
But somebody can see you and give you normal pet name, and then I think for no beer, listen, somebody anakwana adjust from what they need pet name. Gotta go.
Biko, tap your screens. Thank you.
Before somebody, I believe now somebody I got for on your one in the Golodi, you will a pet name. And the only people are now
George Nasa.
Like when I know Benodi, you show that when you always something of a bail, you got to go Meloji to Ga, Meloji Nero Mafa. You were appreciating your Chineke Kereke. You got to go. So when you're for when you pet them, which means only appreciating your Chukukere. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
So, how can I say about the thing? Almost any other way. I say me, a lot of them.
Exactly the point. Then we should go any other way. Is she me? More wage or one. Seriously. It's your community. But you know, I'm a major here, Meronio, the weather, am I here? And I'm like your man, were a mara. Muna borogo inakwari ama ihe anako. Ana ama like cha. Ano kata shi na ogbu ka o mere me were mara ihe. Mba. Ana m nno eji nno nke mere onye ọzọ were duo onwe m ọdụ maka ndị ụta. Ere mmadụ shija arachawa I swear to God onwa Bible. Na enwe eri ihe ovu n'obi, onwe eri sometimes ihe ivu n'obi. Were a nice way to God. So also na gonna mother the number maybe in office or he has your back or she has your back. Gonna ya na akpọkọrịta onwe ya. Ụfọdụ na-akpọ ọgọ, ụfọdụ na-akpọ my love, ụfọdụ na-akpọ sweetheart, ụfọdụ na-akpọ darling, ụfọdụ na-akpọ sugar. Era ka ishi je kokio aka gị na ọba ekere dị. Gụna ofu akara guru nwoke nshi na ọsọ jealousy o second name ye. Ewe ti okwu n'ofu trouser ishere nchaniwe anya enu anụ I swear to God izodo ọkpa na oje ekwe yifu slippers were ṅụọ oje ekwe eshia na eyi igorokwa ụtụ racha oje ekwe eshi kwuru ha ụdọ okwere eshi kwuru ụdọ okwere na onwe ihe jikọrọ gụ na onye. But seriously, the way and manner that people force you to agree to something you did not do is even more annoying in what I am talking about. When you know you didn't do this thing, but because of pressure, they will twist this talk and twist it and twist it and twist it and twist it so much that you will be I swear to God that you hardly know anything about it. Hey, Dr. Isoken, how are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon.
Good to see you. Good afternoon. How is Canada today?
Thank God, you're doing good. The weather's nice today, so.
Great. Hey, yeah, good to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm going to, because of you, repeat myself again. So what I'm talking about this year is about being in a situation where only the truth about that thing. You don't have any evidence. Even when you swear, you tell them this is what it is, nobody is believing you because you are the only person who saw it happen, who knew when it happened, who knew how it happened. You don't have any evidence and you're swearing and nobody is believing you. And I know that a couple of people have been to jail for stuff like this. A couple of people also have lost their marriages because they don't even have evidence. Their husband is suspecting them to be dating someone, or their wives suspecting them to be dating some kind of girl. And maybe they see a chat of I love you, or my love, or sweetheart, or honey, or sugar pie. Just something. They just see it. Or a conversation, maybe not even so recent, a conversation that happened previously, maybe through your ex or something, and you're telling this person that you're not dating this person anymore, but you're in good terms, you know? But it's only you that can say whether you're dating or not, whether you're still seeing or not. Nobody is believing you. I'm wondering what you're going to do in such situation. And have you even seen such situation? How did you escape it? If not you, whom? Have you seen somebody who has been in such scenario where he alone is saying this and nobody is believing? How did it end for that person? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've seen situations where people have found themselves in such situations, and it's almost like it's between them and God.
Right.
Because no one else wants to believe them. No one else wants to agree that they even people who know the truth, we for one reason or the other just decide not to stand up for them. It can be very painful. It can be very painful when you are in such a situation or you see someone close to you going through such at that time, and you are asking yourself, why this person? This person is not deserving of going through this. This person does not even have the tendency or the qualities to be able to do something like this. Why are people not saying it? Unfortunately, people will choose to stay on the side of whoever they want to stay with, for reasons best known to them, where they know the truth. They know that even sometimes sometimes it's not even about anything going wrong, but just even saying something that is not right, and you choose not to talk about it or to call the person who's doing that thing out for that reason, knowing fully well that that person's action is endangering somebody else's life, knowingly or unknowingly. And in most cases, we have seen people like that, where, especially when it comes to the family dynamics where either the man or the woman, because when it comes to cheating, infidelity, and all that kind of things, we've seen women who do it just like men do it. Unfortunately, more men do it than than we see with women.
Yeah.
Or maybe because of our society, the way the society frowns against it. So men can openly do theirs, and unfortunately, women have to keep theirs more discreet. But you see where the family knows that what this person is doing is not right. It could endanger them, endanger the family. If there are children involved in that marriage, it could endanger the children. But yet nobody says anything. For reasons best known to them. Either because that person is the breadwinner, they don't want to offend that person, they don't want to call the person out so that the person does not cut them off the benefits that they are getting from that person. Yes, it can be very painful for the person who is on the receiving end. That person who is trying to be very loyal, that person who's putting so much into that partnership, that relationship, and yet the person is getting burnt. Sometimes yes, it can be very painful because at that time, if it's a case of in-laws, that person is expressing that, why can't my in-laws why can't they just speak to this? Why can't they just talk? Why can't they tell their son to stop? Why are they tolerating some of this, kind of behavior where this person is going out, or say, for example, the man is going to a family gathering and you are taking another woman there. Meanwhile, maybe their wife will be there, or their wife's friends, or people that even know them will be there.
Yes, sir.
And yet nobody's saying anything to you. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's even saying, no, you can't do this. I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, I don't know why anyone would tolerate a married man to bring their girlfriend to your own home. I said, no, it should not be tolerated. When you know that person is married, even whether the wife knows or not, but for the respect that you have for that other person's spouse, you don't want to know. Don't tolerate it, because when you tolerate it, it will be done to you too, whether you know it or not.
I agree.
So there are lines that we should not cross when we see something that is not right, when we see situations where we need to stand for the truth, irrespective of who is involved.
Yes,
I will say, let us continuously stand for truth. If we know this person is not doing the right thing, for the sake of God, call it out. Call it what it is. Call it what it is, because that's the only way people will stop doing wrong to others. When they know that they don't have the backing of other people to start misbehaving. But when we start tolerating misbehavior, then it's like we're giving license to people to just do whatever they like. And we are also teaching them how to lie the more, because you have to lie to cover the first lie, and then you have to lie to cover the second lie, and just keep going like that.
Yes,
and from lies, you see, people will go out of their way to do things that they don't have the capacity to do. If they have to steal, they will steal. They will lie. They will do everything.
Yeah.
Just to keep covering those bad behaviors.
Yes.
So there are cases where people have died innocently for things that, that they really know nothing about. And yet, if it's a family setting, in most cases, who are the ones to suffer it? The children.
Yes, sir.
The children suffer it at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason why, if we have loved ones, we should not help them cover bad behavior. It's not acceptable. For me, it's not acceptable.
I agree. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you. So Dr. Isoken is a serious filmmaker. When I say a serious filmmaker, you should know what I mean. So they are the movers and shakers of Toronto in Canada. Once it concerns entertainment. So no entertainment can pass Canada like this without passing her table on me, you know? So I was very opportune and pleased to meet her when I went to Canada last year. And from then, it's been amazing. Thank you so much, Doc. I
Oh,
really
thank you,
appreciate
sis.
you. Thank you so much.
I really miss you this time, though.
Yeah, so yeah, so I said let me rest a bit. I wrote a promotion exam, so it's part of the reason I didn't travel this year. Yes. Hey,
Okay.
yes. I saw
No,
I saw a video
I saw
of
one of your movie.
oh,
I was like,
okay.
yeah, that's my friend. Oh, what's the name of this movie?
Okay. Hey, I have a lot now. I don't even know their names, sef. Most of
I
them.
know. You just keep popping it out there. And as they do well, then you know. I was having this conversation with somebody. I was like, this movie is so good. How come this movie did not win award? I said, that's not how it works.
It doesn't work like that.
If your producer did not put your movie in festivals or in competitions, how will it win?
Wow.
So sometimes you see beauty pageants. No, this guy is not the most beautiful girl in the city, or it's not the most beautiful girl on campus. It's not the most. Unfortunately, she was the one that went to compete.
Yes. She opted in for it.
They are not going to leave the people that compete to go outside to get somebody. They have to choose from among the people that competed.
Yes.
So that's how it does.
Yes.
It goes.
Yes.
So I always tell producers, I said, please do your people a favor.
Yes.
To push your films out as much as you can.
Yes. So
because that's another way that you're also giving back to them.
Yes.
Helping helping the actors, helping even your crew member, because these days there's so many
so many crew members are getting there.
Yes, categories. So that's the only way you push them out.
Yes.
It's not just about putting your movie and then thinking about the money. And if you also want to grow in the industry too, you have to also show up in the right places as well.
Yes.
Or for festivals. That's how you also, earn your place in the industry.
Yes.
Also.
Akurienne, Sami, you're welcome. You're welcome. For those of us that are joining, please, as you're joining, be liking, be tapping, be sharing at Ijele Solid or at Ozie Ejiofor. Otherwise, on all the social media platforms, Christiana Ozioma Ejiofor, like YouTube, like Blue App, like Instagram, and the rest of it. So, this evening, we're talking about the possibility of proving your innocence. Sometimes, especially when it's only you that saw it, that viewed it, that noticed it, that saw how it happened, and you don't have any evidence to back it up or swear to it that this person was there or that person was there. And this has cost people their marriages because some women are suspecting their men, some men are suspecting their women because of a lot of things that they've seen in the phones. Sometimes you get carried away, you share nudity, you share voice notes, you share great moments with someone in various conversations, as the case may be. And you would have to swear with the Bible, swear with the Quran, swear with God, swear with Ahmadiyya that you don't know this person face to face, that this is just a social media jamboree and it's only you who knows the truth. But your partner is saying, no way. For you to go this far with this person, you know the person. And you're swearing to him and saying, I don't know him, but for some reason he's likable or she's likable. And I needed someone to talk to, and I poured out my heart. From buying snuff, I enter markets. That's exactly how it happened. and your partner will disengage you and say, you know what, I'm done with this relationship because it's based on lies, it's based on cheating, it's based on this and that, and you don't have any evidence because he saw your phone and he's saying this is the evidence that he has munched it, he has sent it to your mom, he has sent it to your dad, he has sent it to your brothers and sisters, he has shown the stuff to the world that you're cheating and you're swearing because really you don't have anything with that person, but he considered that cheating because you have had intimate conversations with the person. So there are some people like Sammy who would say that cheating too is from the phone. He doesn't believe that you must see the person before he will classify that as cheating. So I just was wondering if you've been in that situation where just you have the evidence, nobody else has the evidence, or is believing your evidence, or is believing what you're saying because you don't have any evidence to back it up. So that's what we're talking about. His Excellency Sami, how are you?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I know.
How have you
Happy
been?
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Oh, thank you, Doc.
Yeah. When we talk about things like this, for once, that's the worst situation to be in. Where your truth cannot vindicate you. It's the worst place you want to. It's the worst place you want to be. Maybe not in relationship, but
Even in business.
Yeah.
Yes. Even in business. That of business is even more drastic because I know a guy.
It even was.
Yes, I know a guy who got shot because they felt the money that they racketed in South Africa that he came back to Nigeria to go and start building a hotel in Enugu. And they sent guys to shoot the guy without knowing that he was saying the truth, that the money didn't come. The person who carried the whole thing is still there in South Africa. Well, because he was part of the people who were going to access that money, they felt he was the person who took away the money and headed for Africa to come and invest the money. So where he was investing, where they thought that he was investing the money, they sent people to come and buy him. So even in business, Sammy, please, can you go ahead?
yeah, so that's the worst situation to be in as a person.
He's getting a call. I think that's why.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Is it
I
clear?
can. It's clear. Very clear.
Okay, so that's a very wrong situation to be in as a person, right? Sometimes navigating it is not guaranteed because, again, you must also understand that despite your explanation, despite your evidence, people believe what they want to believe.
Yes.
In people's belief system, if they are entitled to it. You can't put anybody through it. But particularly when it gets to marriage and dating, I believe that immediately you start exchanging certain things, you've already cheated. Because we're not in your heart to find out if it was just fun or cruise that you were catching.
Yes.
Right? Because the only thing that is lacking now is an opportunity for you to implement all your. Yeah. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that is some way, missing. Everybody's doing its best advice to, some sort transparency. I've seen somebody who got into a fuse because of poor communication. He didn't do anything. Yeah, he didn't do anything. But because he does not understand the importance of communication, he let it happen and people were running with their own various ideas and initiatives. So what would you do if you find yourself in that situation? Is to pray to God and find, hope that you have supporting documents or claims to support your match. You're not going to blame anybody for suspecting you for, negligence, especially the ones that they can see. So that's basically what I think.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sam. Okay.
Yeah.
Nani, are you there? Okay, Doc.
For me, I always tell people the best thing, even with my kids, same thing I tell them. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you have to be explaining too much. Once you have that at the back of your mind, then you are more careful than you will naturally just take some things at surface, because yes, you might be talking to this person on a very lighter mood. You are just happy. You are just sending some certain things. We live in a time where we've seen innocent conversations, innocent even partnership, innocent we're just meeting up just to have a conversation or to discuss about business or to do anything.
Joy.
And it goes south.
Yes.
So for that simple reason, you must be very careful when if it's a professional conversation you're having with the person, try to keep it professional as much as you can. Don't start dilly-dallying in your conversation. If you're just joking, you can still have very clean conversation that if it's brought out in the public, people will say, I don't see anything wrong in this conversation. Oh, this is the kind of thing I can say. But when people begin to say, okay, you're a married woman, you cross the line. Or everybody's now asking, but maybe it doesn't really look too innocent. It looks innocent, but maybe she shouldn't have used this particular word. Maybe she went too far. People are already doubting you at that point. The moment the people are now saying, maybe you shouldn't have, you have crossed the line.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say, let us be as careful as possible. Whatever we're saying with people, even if you are just complimenting somebody, you can compliment somebody in a very clean way that people can see and still understand that there's nothing here. If you're having a relationship with somebody, most especially when it becomes the relationship with the opposite sex, it can go either way. So that's the reason why one really needs to be very careful these days, because even the phone have become a tool of evidence. It has become a tool that people use for all kinds of things.
100%.
People use phone as a tool to cheat.
Yeah.
We have seen it. So it's not, if somebody now raises their eyebrow with conversation, we can say, maybe you should have allowed the person to explain what the person means, or why did the person go this far, because it's possible you yourself, you are saying it innocently. You don't even know how the other person is taking it, because that is how cheating starts. When you don't know how to establish boundaries properly, the other person might start seeing it as a light to say, oh, it looks like this person is really sending my side. If not, why is this person sending me this kind of message? It might be innocent from your end, but you don't know how the other person is interpreting it. So that's why we cannot be careless and say it's just a joke. No, because you might be sending the wrong signal to the other person at that time.
Yes.
For you, it's innocent, but for the other person, might not be.
Yes.
Because you don't know their mind. You don't know how their mind work. Yes, your mind might be very pure. You don't attach anything to anything, but the other person, you don't know how dirty their mind is. So any little communication that might look innocent to you, because maybe you have good friends that you guys can, you chat like that, you send messages like that, it means nothing, but this other person, you don't know how they take it. So that's, for me, I would say, let us just completely be careful when we're dealing with other people, because our upbringings are different, as our looks are different, so our hearts also. Yeah, you might be innocent, but the other person might not see it as that. I might read other meanings to it.
Yes, I agree. Okay, like I gave an instance. Somebody I know is suffering from such thing now. She's a banker, and she has her colleagues whom they share pet names together. All this. How far now? How you dey? I beg now, when they go work tomorrow, make I wait for you for my junction. Pick me. Be like I no get fuel enough. Where you dey go now? If you want go chop, buy something. So they were close, but they are close. So eventually, the husband ran into the kind of conversations. And men, up till now, as I did tell you, the matter never rests. The matter don't read to the point that the family of the girl, the family of the guy himself, they've separated their rooms. The girl is now sleeping by herself. The guy is inside another room. No be small matter.
That means the matter has not gotten hot enough. Oh my God. If it has gotten hot enough, the lady should have been gisting you about this thing from her own father's house. That is where she should have been distributing this information to you from. Because people do not, I don't know, but I refuse to believe that some people are just ignorant, right? I refuse to subscribe to that school of thought, because as much as this person is your workmate, it's just like the same example of, you telling me that a man that once toasted a lady with the intention of, sleeping with her, having a relationship with her, that intention has changed and suddenly they become friends. Right, because now, most people, I don't understand how people come about these things. That your colleague is a man, that for the fact that he or a colleague, Hoji Wurumoke does not know colleagueness. Hoji Wurumoke is very natural, and at every indication, it would point. Why do you think in workplaces, just that somebody, mistakenly holds you inappropriately, the person can lose their job? Because they understand the place of boundary and how these things can slightly, just one moment of unattendedness can skyrocket into the most wonderful and scandalous extramarital affair you've heard of.
That's true.
So, you have time. You are a generous person. That your colleague should come and marry you, please. Because I did not know you have the generosity of giving names and, building itinerary. This your friend now, if you examine it very well, what he calls the husband is Papo Maka. Mpachi boy. Best. But you are so your creative abundance comes to work more also. I mean, it's just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Right. I mean, there are no two ways about it. There's no way you're going to sell me the story of that innocence. Oh, you might be innocent that name may be, but Yakoman no game one day, a Shichiba no game or that's the right appointment. Oh, yebi, more Yiraiga Apanga kind of Munebaj, more Irani Aigama.
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Who answered? None, is that
I said it just now, that you have to be careful, because you might be innocent, but you don't know the signal that you are sending to the next person.
Yeah.
And it's just human nature too. The more you start spending more time with somebody, you begin to start developing some kind of likeness. And as human being, even that person that you see that is taking you out for this thing, we all have our different sides that we don't show to people. Because most times we are dealing with people based on how they are dealing with us. So that guy that is Mr. Do Good giving pet name, it's possible he doesn't even have pet name for his own wife at home. Yeah? Maybe that same woman that is even giving pet name to husband at colleague at work does not even have a pet name for the husband at home. So we just have to be careful and don't get unnecessarily carried away and say, oh, we are just colleagues. That's why professionalism comes to place. We must not cross the line. If workplace is saying two people cannot date in a workplace, they understand what it means. And that's why they cannot tolerate some certain behaviors. You know, something you might just say innocently and say you call it innocently. The next person might take it and take it to the next level. Go report to the management. Management take it to HR. Before you know it, you're losing your job. So when it comes to the home too, we also need to understand that there are consequences also. If a workplace can take such a thing to that level and say, you know what, one of you have to go because this is not the right place to do this, then what makes us think that the home should not have consequences?
Okay, thank you, Doc. I appreciate you. Noni, are you there? Noni, good evening.
Well, good evening, house.
How are you?
I can knock on those.
Okay, no problem.
So, but at the same time, I will contribute a little thing.
Okay.
The second to the last week, I already said it all because before anybody will come close to you, start giving you pet names and all those names, has already have something in mind, but you may not know because. You know, women are always too emotional in whatever they are doing because she may be there eyeing you, but you will not know that she's eyeing you. And claiming that you are innocent, you don't need anything from her, but she needs something from you. But trying to do it in a manner that you will not understand what she's doing because they are always intelligent. They will be coming closer, you'll be running away from them, but they will keep on coming. If you run from this side, they will use the other angle to come in. See, they get what they want. So, based on that understanding, I believe, coming to the last speaker, what she said, you may not have anything in mind, but some other person may have something in mind coming closer to you because he or she wants to do something with you or looking for something to get from you. But you don't have the interest, but you cannot run away since she's the one looking for it. So she will be pushing till she gets what she wants. So based on that understanding, I believe the best option on that is for everybody to avoid anything that will make you come close to your co-worker or colleague in the independence or whatever you may call it. Remove it completely because that's onye na-agwọ ọgwụ a na-eti anaghị etinye ya ose si wee na ose ga na-eche ọka anya so maka na ndị were egwu na chitie n'ọba ma na nsogbu dị na aya atajikwu ogwu. So I believe that the best option is to avoid anything that will keep you close. So try to stay distance even though you want to help, not always, not even calling you on phone to wait for me. Because calling on phone, like let me use myself as an example that I will not say the way you will understand it much, but I will use it as an example. When you bring a phone, you will be seeing Dr. Chiamaka, Dr. Chisom, Dr. Chiamela, Dr. Chima. So all those people on the contact, they're all doctors. I'm using myself as an example because I'm seeing that thing on my own side. Everybody on the phone is doctor. So you don't know exactly who is the mechanic and who is not the mechanic. So coming to that, just use it as an example. I'm giving you as an example on my own side. But at the end of the day, we know what is cooking. Those doctors, they are not doctors, but we know what is cooking. So, but till you got that information already handed before you can be able to say it. Because if you say, somebody will say you are lying. Why would you be suspected? So, there's phone. I'm So, but it is well. It is well. It is well. We have set it open mind. So, the only we can do this area. So that's the only thing.
Okay. Thank you, Danny. Thank you so much.
I am waiting for my body.
Thank you. Have a great day at work today. Thank you. Okay. And on 2 channels on TikTok at Ijele Solid and at Oziejiofor, and you're listening to me also from the blue app, from the red app, and from the other blue app, the YouTube. So, how are you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Is it better now? Can you hear me now?
Once the power tapping, it will be okay.
Okay, great. Okay.
Just tell them to be power tapping, yes.
Okay. So for those people joining us now, we're talking about evidences. Sometimes things happen that only you have the evidence, and nobody seems to be believing you because nobody is agreeing with what you're saying. You don't even have any evidence, physical evidence to show for it. You're explaining this thing and nobody is believing what you're saying. You're swearing to God, nobody is accepting you. You're pulling your slippers to even swear to either the Holy Bible or Holy Quran. Nobody wants to agree with what you're saying because only you saw it, only you did it, only you agreed to it, only you witnessed when it happened. Nobody is believing you. So I brought it into marriage, and I was saying that a lot of marriages have failed today because the man probably has seen something on the woman's phone or vice versa, and the woman is saying, I don't have any business with this guy. Apparently, the guy is just chiking her, and then they are having a conversation, and the guy is proclaiming, sweethearts, calm down, sweet honey, you're so sweet, baby, you're so beautiful, and the rest of it. And sometimes, like I said, I gave an instance of somebody who works in the bank, and her colleagues, they have these pet names all and around. And sometimes the guy is going her way, she would say, when you're sweetheart, I beg, when you go work, stop by, make you carry me. I know to get fuel for my car. Sometimes when they are going for lunch, my love, if they go lunch, don't keep me here or carry me. When they go lunch together, so that I no go can't drive. They go the same place where they go. Make I just buy something from there. And eventually, the husband just runs into that kind of message, and the girl starts swearing, I don't have any business with this guy. He is just my colleague. We just work in the same place, and that's it. But the husband will never agree to that, saying, you don't have business with this person that I'm he will even show you the munch screen and say, you don't have business with this person, but he's calling you sweetheart. You're not saying anything. He's calling you darling. You're not saying anything. He's calling you honey. You're not saying anything. And you're telling me, an adult, that you don't have business with this person. No, you have to go to your father's house because you're telling that thing to the birds. You have something with this guy, you're cheating. Before you know it, you don't swear to God. Say, I'm not cheating. I don't have any affair. This guy is just a colleague. We're just giving ourselves pet names in the office. And some guys who are like that, he doesn't need further evidences. He no catch any man on top in wife. He no see any man distract in wife. He just dey okay with that chatting when he don't see. Coincidentally, sometimes he'll cash in and say, you know what, good radiance to bad rubbish, you have to go. And he will disengage you like that. The same thing with the women. Sometimes they say, oh, you're chatting with my friend to the point of calling her my love. Are you kidding me? And she will take this so seriously. You will swear to God and back. She will never accept that you don't have any business with her friend because you've used various chat names in the chats. Some go to the point of sharing nudity, even though they've never seen or they share tough, rugged things online, even though they've never met. Thank you so much. Even though they've never met, and they may probably never ever meet because apparently this person is married and the other person is married. So they may just never meet. But once in a while, when they get naughty or they are drunk, they share nudity, they share stuff online. And when your partner intercepts it, he says you're cheating. Some people take that hook, line, and sinker as cheating. Sammy takes it as cheating. Some will say, okay, since he has not seen you, you people have not do the do, okay, I'll take it. But I hope you stop. And then they will promise to stop. While some will promise to stop and they will continue doing what they are doing. So we're talking of evidences. Have you been in that situation where only you have the evidence of what you're talking about? Nobody is believing you. Nobody is agreeing with what you're saying because they have a different thing as their own evidence from what they've seen from what you're doing. So that's what we're talking about.
Okay. Let me officially say good evening to you and everyone around.
The Lord Himself. Thank you.
I've been following you right from your radio station, and
Wow.
fortunately enough, a couple of, weeks ago,
Oh, wow.
I bumped into your page,
Okay.
this TikTok.
Great. Thank you.
Now, back to what we are discussing. All the about 3 lines, more say on this particular topic, or my own view. The first one, if it comes to relationship, if there is no trust in relationship, no matter how careful a mother try, there will still be say in it. There will still be suspicious, feelings in it. But trust there, then your partner, if he happens to see something that he feels very uncomfortable with and approaches you and asks, based on the trust both of you have built and sincerely built, nobody has betrayed that trust. When you're able to tell your partner, this is the situation, and the partner definitely, based on how you people have been living and doing things, he or she will understand. If it is something that he will say, okay, I don't just like it, don't go that line again, and you complies and put it down, that solves the whole thing. But if that trust is not there, if you people don't build it, I don't even think we are living in a world that things happen anyhow. So that is the paramount thing in any relationship or friendship that you're dealing with, or you're getting involved with anybody. If that trust, if you're dealing with somebody that you will say, it's just like our people has in you don't need to even dine with Ekwensu at the very first time. What will be the outcome? So if you don't have that trust in a relationship, you will not rest, your partner will not rest. If he happens to go anywhere, you'll be thinking that maybe she's probably with another man or he's probably with another man. All those kind of stuff. Mother need develop BP unnecessarily on things that never existed. That is on that one. The second one, you said in a situation whereby you are the only person that has the evidence. And that's like my own side. There is ways I see life. One, I start from the spiritual side of life. I believe that my life, I am not, yes, I am doing certain things, but based on who we are, based on the belief that we have, even as Ndibo and as even in Ndocha self, we believe that God created us and there is a spirit in us that guides us and leads us most times. I will speak from the Igbo side of it. Now, how constant in that relationship with your chi. If you're in any situation, you will be vindicated either whichever way. That is how I sees it. If I'm in a situation that I tell you, this is how it is, and you say it's not how it is, I leave it to you. Anything you can do, go. I will not kill myself. Only my God, myself, and the universe know that what I've said is it. The previous people that contributed, like the female that said something, I picked one side of her own that where she said, you have to be very careful in anything that you're doing. Because when you don't expose yourself to the extent that something will happen, you will explain and get tired. It doesn't make sense, you know. So, yeah, on this line, maybe on the side of Office 1, I would say on that line, there is what we call maturity and the professionalism in that side of that side. It had happened to me where my very, very senior female colleague calls me sweetheart, darling. Okay, darling, can you help me do this? It doesn't go beyond or more than that. This thing, it stops there. Though that is an Oyibo person. I will say the way they are wired is quite different the way we are wired. But we tend to see Amoromo on this side there, Oga Dika, I got brush to up. Sorry that I'm sounding that way. Yes, because our side on we in my winch, my wizard, and the rest. Even when people sweetheart means somebody, okay, maybe somebody might do something that you feel very, very happy, and you say certain words. It stops there. It doesn't go beyond there. Okay, let's assume maybe onye ọzọ no ka akpọrọ gị that name or say ke nke mere, but oburu like the Western world, it's very common, and you know you got on the side of it, so maybe they are doing something or anybody around that suspects about anything. Then on the line of na ane dey here, ana who's na your WhatsApp or whatsoever, I will say that line shouldn't be so, because it tells a lot to some people. Well, some people
Can anybody hear me?
Ijela, are you back?
Yes, I am back.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So you all can hear me now?
How are you?
I'm well. Okay. It's the network.
You sound never.
No,
Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Ozuma. Hi.
I'm okay. So can you all hear me now? Yes, I can.
I don't know what's happening.
It's just the
Okay,
network.
good.
It's just the
Well,
network.
yeah, we can hear you as well, but it seems I'm no longer there when I have been taken off.
Okay, let me push it back up here. Let me invite all of you again. Okay.
How about that guy was the last person that spoke? Is he gone?
He will be back. Let me bring them
Okay, is
all
it?
up. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, it was the network. Bad network. I've never experienced this bad one.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
So, sometimes I say or I make my point from experience.
Yeah.
Experience from me and people that are very close to me. It's not something that I will say, okay, it's a make-up story or anything. And everybody there's way that things work for people
them, yeah.
differently. So, like from my own side, I try to be very careful to do the little I can do as a human. The rest is left for my God to now take control. If the other way around it happens that I fall into something that is beyond me, I take it that way. That is it. I take it as my faith.
Temple, see.
You know. So the bedrock of the whole thing is for us to be very careful in our dealings, either of this relationship whatsoever I know into. If you're dealing with somebody, try and know that person very well. Know what he can do and what. Though human nature is unpredictable, you can't. But to an extent, okay, like me for instance, there's this my childhood friend. If that guy now, there is nothing where that guy could tell me where I could doubt. And once he say once he tell me say na so he be, I take him and na so he be, take it to bank. You know the change. If you lie for anybody, the same thing with me because we started while we are very small. So our friendship went to the extent of, guys, see the situation why they on only you go fit sort me out. I keep person on, I buy person on, how waiting I go do. That's the extent. So if something happen, we come out to ourselves pure and raw the way it is. So that is how I see, even in marriages, even though, yes, people are coming from different background and different upbringing, people have, built some kind of lifestyle and come into relationship. Coming into relationship or friendship, one, understanding that you're in another stage of life. There are things you don't bring into that relationship or friendship. Now, what are we building? What are we now working on? Both of you will now say, okay, this is it. For us to be happy, this and this and this and this has to be in place. This and this shouldn't be done. Onye ọbụla akwanyere onwe ya ugwu. Onye ọbụla ebi udo. Onye na-atụtụbụ ntụtụ, kwụsị ịtụtụ ntụtụ. Mara na ọ nọzi in a different setting, a different, phase. Then from there, unu build that trust, that thing that na onye a ga-asị gị na-ekwu otu ọ dị, you say okay, no otu ọ dị. I got a good day on that line. Our people now say, can't you go to your nwa ọkụnta? Then after we're done, I will caution the little chick while wandering so far. First, believe your partner. It's okay, what you said is true, but next time you went too far. Don't expose yourself to this level again. I know another person might doubt you, but due to the fact that I know you very well, I believe you. So that is it.
Okay.
Then on the side that you said, because when our brother said that what is really this thing? God are able of out of box. Okay. From what I understood your own destiny, they say, that something happened that you're the only witness.
Yes.
Nothing, nobody again.
Yes.
I said, maybe you did it. What do you do?
Yes.
That is it. What do
Yes.
you do? On that line, I can say that where my first statement come in that now, I'm someone that I believe in my chi. Let me put it that way. Also, I've gone many times. So only if I try to be careful. As a mother, my chi continues from there. If anything happens, I take it that no, my fate. That is how it has been destined to happen. Like our forefathers in the Mbubua on Abo, Igaho, as a mother na Omeri, house in Oboriamer. You don't see him crying too much. I've seen on anything. Yeah, so yeah, a man face here. They say that okay, let it go that way. But at the same time, he will make one or two statements to his reason that they say that's the way that way. But our modern life now we see things the other way around,
Yes.
That's the thing.
Okay, the Lord, thank you so much.
Okay, Zoma.
Yes, sir.
Ijala. I'm calling you Ijala. Zoma.
Emmanuel.
It's your fault. You've been my crush. I'm sorry to say this for a long time. You remember when you were singing the Ajosha masquerade songs? You remember that time?
Yes, sir.
No, bros, you took your time. Listen, hang on. You took all your time because I'm new. I just stumbled into the discussion. So I just want to make my mind, to free my mind.
Absolutely.
You understand?
I get that.
So I've been following her for ages.
Okay.
Until now I discovered that she has a platform. So I just, I want to make it a kind of to familiarize myself with with her and the topic.
Yes.
Anyway, so I'm happy to join you anyway.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
When the network disturbed, I had wanted to know what the topic is.
Okay.
So I briefed me on if something happened and you are the only one who has the evidence or who is involved, what do you do?
Yes.
That is assuming that you are asked what happened to this and you are the only one who knows what happened.
Yes.
The best bet is it's not about denial, but for you to say the truth of what you know that took place. But if they doubted you or if they are in doubt of what you are saying, some people have gone to prison.
Yes, a lot.
But at the end, they are exonerated. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some people have going to prison for what he did not do. Even though at times they may know that he did it. At times evidence, like when Michael Jackson died, they accused the doctor for giving him overdose. But the man was saying no. Eventually, he had to go to prison because of that. However, in building trust, that is when I came in.
Okay.
The last speaker talked of building trust. Yeah. I want to say this. Every life, whether good or bad, starts in the family. Family is the fulcrum, is the basis of any good or bad life. Anybody that is raised in an environment that emphasizes good family values, it will always be different in the larger society. We will always behave and act differently. An example is this. Anybody who is raised in a family environment where quarrel, argument, cussing, using foul language, you find out that the person will grow up with it.
Yes.
So building trust maintaining relationship now is difficult because I may be good, saying the truth, behaving myself. How about the other person? How about your partner or your wife or your girlfriend or anybody or your boyfriend, whichever? Something I would say that is relative to individuals. It's not something that is that is generic. You can say that okay, this is the way it should be generally. No, it all depends on individuals how you see life. Because life, some people, again, this is nurture and nature. Some of us are properly natural. Some of us are remain as nature brought us into life. So whatever, and again, this an adult. Once somebody is an adult, it's difficult to change that person. Very difficult. Anybody, an adult that has grown up with a particular type of behavior, it's difficult to change that person, no matter how you want to build that trust with him or her. So this is vary. It depends on who you meet. If you meet their kind, your type, or somebody that will, that when you are going left, is going right. When you are going right, is going left. So what I'm saying to say is that it's difficult. That's why we're having problems. Some people won't be able to solve their problems. The best they can do is to attend to Israel. Some people will manage, maybe because of one thing or the other. Okay, let me manage. Some people will, in the process of managing, will die in the process. So it's something that is not something that is general. It depends on. It's relative. Let me put it that way. It's relative. So that is my own contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think we need to wrap it up because I've been here since around 5:30 or 6 or so. So I started talking about evidences. Sometimes things happen, only you saw it, only you heard it, only you know it, only you witnessed it. You don't have anybody who was there. Nobody, you didn't tell anybody. You just kept your cool because you know that even when you tell someone, they will say you are lying. And for those who trust you so much, may understand you, but will still take it with a pinch of salt. Because I never ever want to be in that situation where I will be swearing to God and be removing my slippers to swear to Amadioha and be removing my clothes to go naked to cry for help. I have seen some people online where they flog them and say they are witches, that she's a witch. And I'm wondering, how do people understand and know someone who is a witch? Because her husband died and they said she's the one that killed the husband, and the community tied her up and flogged her. I don't know. And she was thanking Miss Harrison, Gwamnishu, and blessing Harrison so much for coming to her aid when she had that issue in that village where they said she killed her husband and the rest of it. It's not just going to prison. Some people have gone to prison one time. Okay, I'll give you my own perfect scenario that made me, before now I was actively in investigations. But something happened that made me to withdraw a little from investigations. So then after I studied and came back and started some investigations for MacArthur Foundation through Wadata Communication, I did one investigation about the MNA police extortion. And in my investigation, I realized that one of the traditional rulers in MNA was part of it. And the DPO of that police station in MNA was part of it. And the people that they sent to the field were part of it. it was a tough investigation. Then I did another investigation in Park of negligence, where someone had to die for negligence. So I don't know which now I would say is something that broke the camel's back, because I went under for like 2 years. Onwere onye na-anụ nkụ m, onwere onye ma ebe m nọ. I left, they boggled my house looking for the information that I got from those investigations. Because the reason I know they were looking for some information is because of what they stole from my house. They made sure they took 2 of my phones, and they made sure they took my hard disk. They didn't, I don't know whether their mind had run at the laptop with the name washing machine. Maybe their mind had there. But they took 2 of my phones and my hard disk. They opened the bag, or where my laptop usually is, around the bed area, and took the hard disk. But this is something that I don't know and still perplexed about. There was a guy living in my compound. When this happened, he was the only person that I called and shared this information with. And I told him that I'm scared that something happened. This is the investigation that I did here, and this is the investigation that I did here. I don't know how come. After I told him this, that same weekend, early in the morning on a Saturday, I just saw 2 men knocked on my door very early in the morning, say around 7. And I opened the door. I didn't open it wide like this. I opened the door and peeped, and I saw 2 men. They are not young. They are quite not elderly, but they are between 45 and 65, or 45 and 60. I just say, sorry, I'm not interested. They came in the guise of Ndibialo Zioma Ama Jehovah. And then looking at them, they were only 2 men. Then I said to myself that those who come for preaching do not come in just pair, 2 men, that they come in 4 or 5. You will see a man, you will see a woman, you will see a young boy, you will see a young girl, and then you see a male child, you see a female child. That's how they go for Jehovah's Witnesses. So when I saw just 2 men, I wasn't comfortable, and I said to them, sorry, I'm just waking up. I'm not interested. Next time. I banged the door back. So I didn't see them go from my room to other places as Ndibialo Zioma. They just finished, even though I hadn't woken up very well. But they woke me up. So I just imago the day is spoiled already. In the metegum no line banging on my door. They left. And then I showered. My phone is bad. I needed to go to Wee Road to go and repair my phone. And then I finished doing the house chores in the morning, and then dressed up and left by 11. And then it rained. The phone safe where I went to repair it, they couldn't repair it because they couldn't even go to the market to get the parts that they need to repair it. So please tap on your screen, I'll be glad. So they couldn't even go to the market to get the parts to repair the phone. So eventually it rained cats and dog in that area. I made to go, it starts raining again. I made to go home, it started raining again, up to like 3 times. From 11:30. I left the house by 11. By 11:30, I was already there. I was there until 4:45. Then I left to go home because it's close to my house. That's a Wee Junction area to GRA Savage Crescent was very close. For somebody who has strength, will trek it. But I drive, so I drove. So I got back to the house, and my house was opened. I wasn't living here then. Everywhere was opened. I entered the house. I was going to travel the next day. I entered the house. I became scared. My bag that I had packed to travel with was disembarked. the laptop area, I looked like this. The laptop was here, but the casing for the what external drive was that again? I think Transcend. They had taken it. I went to my closet. They had taken the two phones. So I became really confused. Guess what? Then I tracked the two phones. I couldn't track one because I couldn't see the IMEI number on that phone very well. I didn't buy it with the pouch. It was as if they had sent it to me from South Africa. The other one was a gift from a fan of mine, Ifan, and those are the two phones that I've received as gifts all my life. So I started tracking this one because this one immediately came. I snapped the email number and saved. So I started tracking it, and eventually the phone was in the hand of a conductor, a bus conductor. I hope you people are hearing me. So
Well, listen.
then they caught the conductor and asked him, Onye nyele phone oji? And he said it's his girlfriend. It wasn't adding up. Who is your girlfriend? He called her to come and she was apprehended. Vivian. And they took her to the station. She was pregnant, just small, 2 months like this. And they asked her, who gave you the phone that you gave this your boyfriend? It was now discovered that this boyfriend does not know anything about the phone, but she knows something about the phone. Now, the police was curious, how did you get this phone? She said that she stole it with somebody who was living in my house. It wasn't adding up. How? She said that she comes to my house. She has been to the house, to that guy's house 3 times. Coincidentally, the person she mentioned was one of the most peaceful person in the compound, always going to work, very calm, nice, and everything. But he was that person that I told about those investigations that I did, I am scared about. So, and it's only me and him that knows that I carried out a given investigation, that my phone has been tapped, and they are monitoring me, and I am scared, and the information I got was for international communities. That's whom I report for. Of course, MacArthur Foundation is America. I report through Wadata Communication, who sends to MacArthur Foundation. So it was this John that I told about that investigation. When they told the girl to carry them to the house where they stole the phone, she came with the police. We were outside weeding grasses and we saw the police enter. We were saying, no, it can't be John. It cannot be John. Everybody was saying it cannot be John. And we said, Ngwaje Gusi Ayimbe John. And she marched and entered John's room. And John denied this girl, and denied ever seeing this girl, and denied ever knowing this girl, and denied ever having an affair with the girl, and denied ever giving the girl a phone. The girl now said to us, Onu agosiri mbe Okwunu si mkpọrọ unu jee bie, mkpọrọ unu jee bie. O mụ na ya zuru di ohi. Ọkwara ụmụ gị dị na last room. O si mụ kwuru n'iro. Ka anya nwa baa n'ime ụlọ. Ọnya nwa wepụtachara ihe niile ahụ, ma mmanya gị dị na fridge, anyị ṅụrụ ya n'enu. Yee. Tori don baje. Ha wekoje ma mmanya dị na fridge. Wekọrọ ma charger. Even the tablet, onwezi charger kwere a charge ya, the tablet ka dị n'ụlọ ebe a, HP tablet. Wekọrọ the tablet, wekọrọ phone na abụ, wekọrọ ngwongwom na ngwongwom. The girl was saying, ebe ọbụna mkpọrọ ya na ọ ga-aza na ọbụghọ ya nwa bara imebe ma ọma ka imebe m dị. But it was him that, see how they met. She now said, no na-ebugharị ahịa mbugharị, but na ọ bụ a jungle street girl before obugharị ahịa mbugharị. Na the guy with her first child, no ya nwa with this small deketa, but na ya na the guy na-enwe problem. Na the guy ebugharị granọt pụtakwa obugharịa granọt ọ na-eresidi itiri onye 500 onye 200 onwe ọ change 50 naira ojechọgharịba na ihe ogoro bụ ihe 250 or so ojechọgharịba change eventually ọ sị ya oke ngwa ya jide ụgwọ echi ka o jiri ego ya ihe from there ha kpawa ọ na-agwakwa the guy na ọwụ na onwe stuffs chores to do in the house ya biko kpọọ ya because na o nidiri ego o ji enye ụmụ bie nri no otu ha si wee mara that she has been to the house ya na the guy kụọ first time na ya na the guy akụgo second time na that third time ọ bịara by na ọ na-abịa enyere the guy aka asa akwa nyere the guy aka hichaa ụlọ so it wasn't like it's the first time she's coming to the house but that day's old that she knew they wanted to steal because he already told her to come and when I was going out they picked me from the upstairs when I was going out to reconfirm that I was going out because when she was coming that I was outside but she didn't know that it was my room they wanted to steal from. So Obocha de John ihe niile aha anyị filuru n'ebubo. Eventually she showed John's room. Eventually she established that it was she and John that stole. But entirely, John refused entirely ever knowing the girl, up till date. And then the police made sure they didn't want to beat him because I told them not to beat him. No one but they almost the best tenant at the compound. I don't understand. And I'm only I don't know. And here, but a secret of me, Oma. That part. So the police investigated, and then Frank was still in active service. I said, no, this guy and this girl, Zoloria. Now this girl with the condition afima or they wanted to ebe had the billion azukanda. No, this girl. No kadi buye that guy half for the phone na kia. But now for her not to buye that guy half for the phone na kia kuo no borrow the guy no nya the guy the phone. Go use because now the phone they locked. Oba pay ye how we use we. Na all that guy take kiri in mgbe nya na onye nke welder na enwe issue. No, her boyfriend didn't care be her. So for she not to say no that guy, even though no man at the guy with such tendencies, we won't know any money be no bonye leader. That's Operation Hammer. No gabezio. So I needed to travel. So I told them that I needed to travel. The girl say, okay, now obo nanga to yanga, that's fine. Na mutu yanga no ga mukwa nwa na selo, but no problem. No o make various things na nka anu nwa enweghị ihe ọ ga-abụrụ ya because no this John na nyanwa zulori na them. The police now charged the matter to court and we began the case in court, now magistrate court ever. And the day they summoned us in court, the girl pleaded guilty in that first reading. Or say yes, no zuluri na them. And no na John zuluri na them. But no the surprise. Ka enwe honye na ekwete no nyanwa na John zuluri na them. No onye na ekwe. No wotaro ihe aye eji ha ekwe. O maka na ọ dị nwayo ka aye eji ha ekwe na ọ ga-emenwu ide ha. O maka na ọ dị nwayo. Tụkwa ndị dị nwayo egwu ọ na-agwa George magistrate si tụkwa ndị dị nwayo egwu na ọ gaghị anọkata bo this guy ebubo ngwa kedu ihe ọ bịara be m ime kedu ihe ọ bịara na the compound ime o nwere onye ọzọ ma na the compound ọ na-abịa achọta ma ọ bụ na ọ bụghị this guy na ya na-akụbu before maka na gịnị mezi ka o ji deny ya na akpọ ya ebe 100 times na ọ ga-abịa ebe 100 times no matter her condition but na eziokwu dị ya n'obi bụ na o jere be m ọba akwa be m no hụrụ John n'ụzọ John ba be m zuo ohi zucha ohi avụrụ akpa bako bag gbago enu jeke ihe ha wetere the guy ekweghị enyevu ya phone at first ya nwakwechiri na ọ ga-eweriri ofu phone biko tap your screen ka ọ ya record off o kwechiri na ọ ga-eweriri ofu phone na ọ makwa na the phone dị ebuo na ofu phone ka ọ hụrụ the guy woftere no man na the guy ya pam go the other phone no nka na-ekwu na ọ dị phone na abọ ka o ji wee mara na phone na abọ ka e were no ofu phone ka ọ hụrụ at first na ọhụhụ phone ebuo so no ha na abọ yi wee mee ya magistrate bụ aka n'ishi proper, onweghị ihe ọ na-aghọtacha. Magistrate bụrụ aka n'ishi, emewe the case first month, second month, third month, fourth month, ime na-eto, ọ na-abịa and nke ọwụ na-akpọrọ ya oku ya bịa ọbịa for complete 1 year. That case lingara, ọ na-abịa court. Mụnwa kwesịrị ime travel, achọrọ m ije gụọ akwụkwọ a short course, nsị ha na ana m eme travel na achọrọ m ije gụọ akwụkwọ. Ha sị okay, njewe mewe no before ya charge dị anyị to court. The guy asigo na ọ chọrọ ịkwụ ụgwọ ihe nwa na-efu. And then the police station before I charge I court, I forgot that side. Na ọ chọrọ ịkwụ ụgwọ ihe nwa na-efu. Ihe nwa na-efu bụ ebe 580 something thousand naira. I didn't say anything more, you know. Phone do no ọnụ ana mgbe ahụ ọ bụghị kịta anụ nwe ego rigo. So he accepted, we wrote, he signed, I signed. Then something striking was happening in that case. A man who was a retired police officer came and shorted John. A woman who is John's auntie came. The first thing she said to John is, you know say if na your brother, I no go come because him don't give us too much problem. This one will be saying na you, this thing happened to. That's why I come here. Otherwise, I for no come. If I slap you down, otherwise, I for no come. Muma watched the thing Nancy. So it now made sense to me. Nandi behan where I can't talk. I shot each other, John, and then we disengaged the case. And then I was supposed to travel. Yaroha, Jewero Mwalanso. Anom na Alanso, a na phone that the guy is in Major Court has gone to court. Ochenamana ha nata amahamo. Sorry, I can't be a kwa. Ọ bụrụ na ya agbago m akwụkwọ mụnwa sizie from obodo Igbo nata wee fear. And see, I heard you took me, police called me that you took me to court. Oh, you told me not to go to court, then you went to court. Okay, I'm waiting for the summon, bring it on. But see, did I get any document? Were anyị here, ndị mmadụ dị funny. Were anyị here, we chọta lawyer. Were anyị here, we je court. Serve m akwụkwọ. Mụnwa nata akwụkwọ. Prosecutors bụ ndị police. Mụ ka agbara akwụkwọ with commissioner of police, of course. Na ihe mụ na-efu. I jere court. I jekata court na magistrate court. Ọ na-eje. O jekwekwe gbakwakwa akwụkwọ ọzọ na Federal High Court. Of na akparịrị ya, mmebo ya, rahụ na cell. Ọgba civil side ahụ. So, mụnwa adị m ime jide. I bịakata court, o ruo just like a month to my delivery. The girl eventually do ime ọmụmụ. So, ọ ya ka m ji wee cheta this scenario. Afọ ya erugo ọmụmụ, yet o bu ya bịa court. Hey, Chineke nna. Afọ mgbe m ihe dị m otu a. You know what? Enwe ihe ya bụ mekata you just let go. You know, the girl's consistency in coming to the court every month about that case was surprising even to the magistrate. Ofuzie na the girl na bịa chiri court ahụ ọfụma, ọgba akwụkwọ na the other side, they say na ọ chọrọ ka akwụọ ya damages na ọ rahụrụ na cell. Mgbosi akpọlitere the matter, the girl pleaded guilty. Eche na aya eti the girl na remind with the guy. Ejiri nwayọ si na the guy that day ka mma na enwere ihe dị ime, ihe a na-afọta onye dị ime asị na the girl dị obere ime na izu na-aga ya, therefore no the guy ya eje prison ọnọdụ ebe a. Ụmụ ibe, after Kanke police station mecha, they send the other guy to prison. In 24 hours, some people from somewhere came to the prison to release John, and he was back to our compound in the night of the next day. Mụnwa tụọ onwe m mbọ nsị, ihe na-eme ebe a. Ihe na-eme ebe a. Starboy, thank you. Ihe na-eme ebe a. So then, ka m ji wee maa na ihe na-eme for real. Eventually, ejekata court ahụ, ọ gbazie nke civil ahụ. Anyị na-eje nka, anyị na-eje nka. Ọkwa onye zuru ori na-akpụghị eje ihe niile. So one day, mgbe ahụ ime m lụrụ ọmụmụ ka m si the magistrate na this side, mkpọọ my lawyer si abịa. Ọbịa, nsị ọkwa ịma na m akwụgwọ gị ihe karịrị ihe onye azụrụ m n'ori. Ọ sị m yes. Nsị ya, na ihe nji wee kpọọ gị oku a bụ na ihe m na-achọbụ bụ na nne m adịrọ safe, knowing that na mụ na onye ori bi n'ụlọ, na ezi onye anya gbuo m na ọ dị izi, na m achọzi ka mata aga n'iru. Whatever it is bụ ihe ezuru n'ori, ọkwa efu phone m na-eyuze, egogo m ọzọ, tablet m egogo m ọzọ, na m egochago ihe niile a, na m ada echetezi ihe a, na m amago onye ezuru m ori. That's the bottom line, Ncholeima. And for that, I think I am fine. Shut down this case. Both na magistrate court. Na Kenya Wabala. Na maha that case again. And I will give my reasons the last time nga biaba. I bear for the case. How am I going to tell you the case? I bear ho. The first time up when the case na federal high court, the judge say no, you have entertain a lawyer as he be a na akofo in such a matter. No one am I bear ho na the guy I bear ho. Now she cannot just continue with the case. The next time up when he tell the case, and the man and will only whoever I know where say na chimade. No one na chiedo na mwana ihe ade eme. Immediately discover na the girl kwechiri na abia that court n'ike na ebube. Obiazie nye ego moto. Or day nye ego moto. Because at some point nya that guy bia si okwu, the guy was so angry na onyeli ya phone o je ezute n'ori, so na ọ na-ezu ori. Nya na bia si okwu ihe wee fiale ya arụ and ọ dị ime. So onwe dị ọ na heni. So ọbịa nye ego moto. Ọ na-esizi ebe a naziwu ọkaigwe ebebe ha. Edibe ya abịakwa court, o si ebe ahụ bịa. So she was just consistent na ịbịa data. Kwechirikwe na ọnya na the guy zuru dị ori na onwe ha onye ọzọ. The guy wee go na here. The girl wee chia ya. Si ya na ị na-akọfusi akụkọ because na ọmụ na zuru dị ori. Onwe ihe m na-eme na that compound. Ama m onye ijelebo. Ama m onye ọbụ, and amadị m na ọ na-bie ka a na-eji izu dị ori, na ọ na-ese m na-edelughị anya ka ịba n'ime ụlọ bie. It wasn't even difficult because akpọchighọ m azụ ụlọ na ijos dọka net tinye aka meghe the bolt baa na dị ụlọ. So onwede onye nụrụ the sound. Ha! Nna, otu a ka anyị si wee jee ọgọ n'ugbo, otu a ka o si wee bụrụ na ọ neighbor m. You know, it's still very difficult for me to believe no the guy na that girl Zuloria. Obuno na the girl they kwechiri, they very consistent na-ekwurigide na onya na the guy Zuloria ha no bemo. Till today, as I speak to you, I am still in doubt more John Zuloria. But because of the disposition of that guy, of akpọchienye taa onwe racket eji akpọ ihe echi, oje prison taa akpụgbu ya isi ozigbo, onwe racket o ji apụta from prison the next day. Then enwekwala another incident again. Osimuma Jene court or ha na me travel or gbaa akwụkwọ to court. Ka o jidizie ndị police very glaring na the guy bụ a very smooth criminal. So
okay, if I may ask you.
Yes.
What is his job?
Exactly. Also, na one engineering company like that. Mbaha. So, the police will say, yes, no one ọrụ na one engineering company ka akụkọ si ịmago ndị a na-edezicha mast MTN Glo gịnị nwanne mast all those kind of people ihe the guy na-alụ mgbe ahụ so mgbe ahụ ihe ahụ bịa mee anyị amazi ndị kwudorie as a matter of fact but ndị police now became convinced because of otu o si akpụgharịzi ma mụnwa ozili the ori na the girl o si gọnarị the girl na that investigator Mr. Frank wee say e get the time where I dey interrogate this guy and he say if he confess so whether I go fit keep quiet because of how dicey my profession ọ chọọ ịgwa the Frank eziokwu but na ọ na-atụ ụjọ ọgwa the Frank ma the Frank a ga-abịa kwuo na nekwe ihe ọ gwara ya the Frank si ya no na ọ dị assured na ọ gaghị ekwu ọ chọọ ka o kwuo kwechirikwe again amen onye ori bụ onye ori kwechirikwe again si no na onwero na ọmarọ the girl.
Okay, Emma, even I'm not trying to interrupt you, but Emma is not going on a line. I got about the nitty-gritty of the topic and what happened to you. Yeah, but eventually, only check here when I made my own contribution. I started with the family. I started with the family, and somebody, the guy was a smooth operator, and all man need again be close. He share your intimate, your privacy with. All man need, this our heart. The Bible is not very deceitful. Nobody can fathom it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is why in a history of betrayal, or somebody close may betray, or they will use the person to get the person they are looking for. If you remember the Jesus Christ. You get what I'm saying? That is human being for you. Oh yeah, that is why the other guy that was. It is very, very.
Me to believe her, others to believe her, the judge to believe her, her God to vindicate her. Because onye nya na ezu ori.
ịghọtara Igbo ọgwụ na ọgwọ fully ịmara Igbo ọfụma ihe amada na ọnụ spirit woman spirit is too strong, if you may agree with me.
It is, I agree.
Spirit of a very, very strong. That now moment of pronouncement, it comes to pass.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm an example enjoying it because I was in a working by the energy better than because when you are talking and when you're making a speech and you're giving life experience or something you have witnessed, the man that what you are saying is authentic. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oge a na-agba oru ka so ndị ntọ na-atọrọ one elderly woman buru ya n'ụkpa na-aga. So somebody nọ n'elu nkwụ ọside n'elu na nkwụkwa ahụ bụ ọside afọ the man couldn't say anything. At least one can say, hey, drop happened on he couldn't say anything. You must say that hope we're bound. And that hope we there. The man had a lobby. The grandchildren, 7 grandchildren, 4 of them the lobby.
Hey!
4. Yes.
Hey!
Seven of them, four. So now that pronouncement email out of sincerity, out of just to tell you that I've been following you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
More anywhere.
Oh,
so,
wow. Okay.
Talk to you later.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Dalo. So, oh, thank you.
It's my pleasure. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The Lord we baz. Oh.
I don't even know that I will need to say something, but just like the very first time, at the end, they vindicated. You know, let's just try and live upright. The little I only care as a mother.
Thank you.
Because thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Dalorin, thanks for joining. Temple, quick bazunga. Temple, you know about. Okay, guys. Okay. Ngwana. And okay. Aye. About that.
Ọ na-adị mma mmadụ dị ndụ ịnọ kata n'ụwa inwe ụjọ mana nke dị mma ga-akarị nke dị njọ maka na ọ bụrụ ka iru anyị dị ka obi anyị dị mụa tumi isi njupụta ụwa onye ọbụla na-eme nwayọọ nwayọọ mụ na ya ga-eme ka ife anybody na-eme nwayọọ nwayọọ ma ọ bịa nara gị ihe otu a isi m ngwa abụ ịma na ihe a bụ ihe m mana jiderie ya nwere ihe ga-ejikọrọ mụ na ya ana m ala onye ọ ga-abụ mee ihe ozugbo gwa m ihe ozugbo and otu a ka ndị mmụọ adịkwu ịchọ ịkọ ọnụ anya kọ na ịkọsị anya ya rapụ ya wụsị ebe ahụ ejebe ifu echi anya ekene mana nsogbu adịrọ all is well.
Udo, mama. Afọcha na
ihe a ka eji agbagbu mmadụ.
Yes. Yes, so. Yes, so. Because at some point we were so scared of that girl's life. At some point.
Wisdom. Yes. Obi efepugo ma amawago mbiriji. A na-afụgo ife n'ụwa.
Eziokwu ka m na-agwa gị.
A na-afụgo ife n'ụwa.
Eziokwu ka m na-agwa gị. Eziokwu ka m na-agwa gị.
Ụdị ihe anyị na-akọ bụ ihe emerụ m. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Ị na ihe na-ekwu?
Yes. Ana m
Ị na ihe na-ekwu? Ụdị ihe a merụ gị bụ ụdị ihe mere m mgbe Chineke Enugu ka nọ wee so throughout. So that woman na-achọ m okwu every time na-agafe ọ na-akọ m ọnụ njekwaje gwa di esi a na-ekwe ihe nwoke a na-eme m nwunye ya na-eme m di ebegharị ya mbabachara ya mbụ ruo ndị nkwadosie na-apụ mụ na ndị ọyị o wee kọọ m ọnụ ọkọrọ m eti nwute m ntọnụ azụ mụ na ya wee nọba wee kụọ ya isi ya bụ okpu anyị nụcha ọgụ a adị m elozi onye ndị a na-asị mgbaduga
Orumba.
Ndị obodo na-asụ mgbaduga. Fabi na ya adị na ya ada anyị n'Enugu. So mụ ameruo ya arụ meruo m arụ. My sister m na ya bịa nọrọ ya. Fanabara ụlọ nwa ya nwụrụ. Fọ nna anata na egwe ndị polisi ka ha juru na be anyị. Mụ amara na ndị polisi na maka ọ na mma mgbafuo. Akpọrọ m je kpochie. Akpọrọzie m je kpochie. Amara m na DPO bụ onye ebe anyị.
Ewuchi m. Ọwụ ka tụrụ.
Ezigbo nje nọ behind the counter. Mụ akpọ ya afịa. Ọtọ nọ si ma bụ nwa onye ngwu ya. Ọsị ka e butere m ebe a ngwu ya. Ọsị kedu onye kpochiri m na ngwu ya. Si je kpụta ndị akpochi. Mkpụrụ nwoke kpụta m na polisi kpochie lerizie m. Ya ka iji ekwu ihe ọ dịrọ m surprise.
Eziokwu ka nna ọga gị.
Mụ anaba mkpụrụ nwoke kpụta m na polisi. Asị m ngwa m chiri akwa m chere sịrịpas m nata na-akụ anya gbam. Ihe a bụ polisi nje n'iguru sis na-eji ọmụmụ wee ruo taa. Na-akụ anya gbam nataba isi amazịkwa m ihe na-eme. Wee chiri akwa m niile gbafuo gbago n'ugwu aga jee ebe a je nọrọ ntị polisi emeche. Ị ma na the man si ya na ya ga-akpụpụ ya court. Ayọwazi ya biko ka eje dozie okwu asị je yọba m abịakwụzie yọ mụ amara ife m ga-ekwu si ya biko na achọrọ m polisi biko ụta ka okwu a si end ya aka iji kwuo ife anyị kwuru ọ dịrọ m surprise.
I'm telling you.
Ọ dịrọ m surprise.
Straight to prison ka esendere the boy. Why issue ozugbo but the next day cartel ya je bail where you from prison.
Ị na-afụ some people say ka eje court. Si na ya ga-eje nga ka eje court. O nwere ihe karịrị obi ebe ahụ. Only God
o nwere ihe n'aka ha obi. They thought it was that girl ka ga send it to that prison. Ha che no the girl ka ga send it to that prison. Na that day ejere that court.
Ị ma na o nwere nke mekwara n'ọfịs anyị o nwere ebe the same ife anyị na fakọ mana ọ na-ewi ha jere onye ahụ na bank wee bịa jide woman na surme ihe ahụ wee jidekwa ọya nwaanyị na ndị na ọnụ na-eru n'okwu na-adị na mma wee kpebe ya ikpe kpecha ya ikpe transfer ya to Ọnịcha maka Ọnịcha ka m na-arụ ọrụ prison yard ede akwụkwọ si buru ya na ugwu Hausa ewe buru ya na ugwu Hausa nne anyị ncha niile na-ebe ije ọhịa ife a na-agwa gị emerọ 2 months anyị afụkwa the jail ka ọ natakwarụ isi n'ọfịs a emezie transfer to another state. Nwaanyị ejere nga ọ natara ụwa ya abụkana na magọta m so ihe anyị na-ekwu ọdụrụ m surprise.
I'm telling you.
Natara ụwa ya ịbịa iji ọsị gị na enwere aka ka aka.
I'm telling you.
Ọ na-emeri ya emeri nọ nso ọ dịrị ya ka enete.
Yes, so.
Eme transfer from transfer. Asị na file ifu ka si eme nne ka amara. We thank God for your life.
Eziokwu.
Onye kpatara ụfọdụ kịta na-asị mmadụ jekpọ polisi je court ọ sị gị biko n'ike court adaghị ya. Asị na ha na-atụ egwu ọ bụrụ egwu ka mmadụ na-atụ. Ọ ga-abịa ije onwere ihe ga-ejete 1 year 2 years 3 years
2 years
na-eme 500,000 ego ga agwụgo
na ma dey
ego ga agwụgo ego moto ịgbara agwụgo
Adam eje
kama na ijiri nwayọ n'ebe ihe ewerube gị
since
na
anere m ya mana the guy ghọtara ije because ejere m ya eshimotu a dinara na bed wee shi Chineke kama ime mere m this boy ihe m ọ bụrụ ya bara be ma anụnwa ma ama je vụta ogrish mewere ya odo m anya I'm telling you eje vụta ogrish ewere ya odo m anya ebe this boy na-emekpa this girl ahụ oshituru na-abịa ebe anụnwa every time kwechiri na ọma this girl but oye na ya na-abụ iwe joshi deny ya the girl deny ya every damn thing hey kai the thing pain me oshi mejene court shi na azuje ba na
mana na deny nne na nne ọbụrụzia a girl
I'm telling you man well ọ rachara o kwetere na o mere mmadụ ihe o kwetere
ozugbo na
ọ nọji Enugu ebe ọ gbara m ya lift township n'ime mmụọ life o kwetere na o kwetekere na o mere mmadụ ihe o ma emezi ide ihe ahụ onye ọzọ ya na ya be n'ụlọ and oge emegodi ya onye ahụ ọ ga-amakwa ide onye ọ ga-eme
anya bụ mbọ ịma na ekwuru m ya ịnọrọ na sit mgbe ekwuru ya ma nwoke ma nwaanyị adị m ayị onye jụrụ oyi alaikọrọ m ya na ndụ m achọrọ m ya na ndụ maka onye a na-ekwu babara mba otu o si ekwu bụ ka obi eti
okwucha ya ọdaji
and ụta maka nsi eme ifu ka otu nsi okwu si gị kama abụrụ ọgụ mgbe mbụ nwa agbọbịa anyị nụọ ya anyị nụcha ya anyị ọ bụrụ ọnụ anyị kọcha ya echi ụfụ gị si good morning iwe ike si m nsị gị ewu maka ihe anyị mere nya gbaghara m na ọkwa iwe onye ọbụla agabara ụwa ya that's my life mụ na gị na-eme iwe ahụ na-ewe m ga-eji ekwupụ ihe ahụ m chọrọ ikwu nwere ihe ọbụla m buru n'obi mana ifufu ndị slow poison a na-eme ka ọ nweghị ejikọrọ m na ha nweta ya na ọyị mgbachacha ntụfuo nọmba maka ha ga-ekonye gị okwu n'ụka n'isi mba ha esoro ya
ha esoghocha adịm emede ihe ndị slow motion a
otu ọbụla i siri kwute na adị m ya kutere elu adị m ya kutere na adị m ya adị m pretend wota ifro adị m pretend
nweghị uru ọ bara m
ime ya na m ihe ntinye ja ịrapụ m aka
n'obi ọcha
anọkwa m ka ndịbi ya ndị m ediwu ihe
telling you sincerely the thing that thing kụziere m ihe well ọ kụziere m ihe ọfụma ndị mmadụ dịkwa njọ just na m gwara ya na enwere investigation m mere na egwu na-atụ m ya na-ekwe you have to be very careful amamụ na o je collide ya with ndị nkwuru maka ha wee bịa rụka m bọgụlụọ my house ozube nyanwa bịa bọgụlụọ my house were ihe niile ndobe m jewere kerie onye ya na ya yijeji oshi wee na-achị na ya na ya yije oshi ọgọnahụ the person
ya
Sammy, good evening. How are you? Have you been listening to us?
In and out and out and in and out. Just.
But did you hear anything?
I wish. I wish.
Did you hear anything?
Kaburu agba ya onye ji aka buru agba ya ịmara na nsogbu onwe ka ọ dị onwe kpasiri iwe gwa m ka njọ ọgụ
ozugbo nje
thank you It's good to know that you will fight for me. Ejebela.
Kajeni Ibutochu.
Ibutochu.
EJ the war, just like it reminded me of something. This thing you said now just reminded me of something. A friend of ours, but his name is Jim. We call him Junior. He took my car. That was when I got my BMW newly. So he likes to use the speed pedal. In Abuja, there's a place, largely dense within Dam. It's called Katampe Extension. I'm here on Yaga. Here he one Onyame or one. So we came down from the car. And I know very tiny looking girl. Gianna, Bamana say, okay, let's know the extent of the damage. Now Papa in a very low way. Little did we know that this thing happened in front of the husband's plaza. The husband is from Cantonment, that's military barrack, drove it into Barbara the mall. No, that the mall, Bana. So the woman started panicking. Baba Jenny no more about Chedo. What's it called? What we saw, one small Passat, 406. Hausa people like it a lot. Fully tinted, black, everywhere. The car just Wi-Fi got on. They were see who be. Immediately the door. I was looking at the grandpa. That was when I knew there was problem. The person's leg is as tall as the next thing I'm heard, this iron staff and damage stamped before the man helped Tanamoto. Immediately, maybe 4 other guys a Shinazu. Because it was a distress call. Before it was a distress call. 2 or 3 other guys in that uniform, they were jogging towards us from the other end of the road.
Thank you.